So on Instagram or Facebook, I can't remember which one, somebody sent me a list. And this list is of characteristics about Aquarius. And they want to know, are these characteristics true? And ways that they show up in Aquarius if they are true. Okay? So we're going to read this Aquarius list and we're going to discuss it. My name is QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for the wonderful edition of Asking Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anyone and everyone who might like it too. Please drop us a positive comment in the comment section. No other comments will be accepted. And you will be blocked. You've been warned. Because this happens every once in a while. Oh, let me see. And also, please take a look at what's underneath this video. If you want to get a reading done, all my personal information is under there. What else is under there? My Patreon is underneath there in case you want to join us on Patreon. There's some resources for you underneath this video as well if you're dealing with narcissists, narcissistic abuse, narcissist issues, which a lot of us have. So check it out. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to pull up the list and see. All right. The first one says Aquarius are intuitive. All right, so are Aquarius intuitive? Yes, this is definitely one for us. Aquarius are extremely intuitive. Some Aquarius are even empathic. But the thing about Aquarius is that we just have this gut instinct. A lot of us are very spiritual people. And the more spiritual you are, especially in the positive, the more high your vibration is, the more intuitive you are. So you pick up on what is not said. A lot of things about communication are not conveyed. When I ask my daughter a question, she's a Scorpio. When I ask my daughter a question and she hesitates with the answer, I know there's a problem. Okay? That is just from my intuition. You know, I'm like, she hesitated. I observed that she hesitated, and then I intuit something must be wrong, you know, and I'm always right. And that's just a common one with our kids. Many mothers, especially mothers, but some fathers too, have that, you know, connection with our kids. It's an intuitive connection. So a lot of us can intuit things, feel things out of the clear blue sky even, not even having heard her voice. You know, sometimes I'd be like, something ain't right, you know, with different people. So Aquarius are very intuitive. Aquarius are observant. The observant, the intuitive energies. Yeah. But the Aquarius is only observant of things when we want to be. We can be really outdolent sometimes because we're an air sign. So we can be like self-absorbed or like off on the stratosphere and miss things. But in general, if we're paying attention, we are very observant and we notice things that other people don't notice. Aquarius are spiritual. Many Aquarius are spiritual. I can't say all, of course, because many Aquarius are into science, and some of us know that science and spirituality go together, and some people haven't figured that out yet. Not quite sure why that is, but some people have not figured that out yet. So many Aquarius are spiritual and, you know, kind of have like that scientific mind at the same time. Logic and spirituality go hand in hand. It's just that a lot of people don't know that. Intellectual. A lot of Aquarius are very, very smart. But a lot of us only want to learn what we're interested in. If we're not interested in it, we have a hard time making ourselves learn it. Very stubborn in that way. So I would say, yes, a lot of Aquarius are teachers. A lot of us go into mentoring, teaching, lecturers, things like that, leaders, you know, things like that. So yes, a lot of us are intellectual. A lot of Aquarius get higher educations or just, you know, life experience wisdom, you know, both are equally as good sometimes. Mysterious. Aquarius don't like people in our business unless we invite them into our business. And a lot of people think that's mysterious. No, you're just nosy and it's none of your business. That's like, hello. Now, I'm going to give you that in the sense that that does seem mysterious to other people. Yes, it does. But seriously, for most of the time, it's not really that mysterious. It's just that the Aquarius is like, mind your business. If I had $1 for every time an Aquarius said that to me, you know, this person just need to mind their business. And it's a very true statement. So we are perceived as mysterious, but some of us are, but honestly, it's just because we're private. You know, we don't want people in our business unless we invite them into our business. Leader. Remember I said a lot of Aquarius are in leadership roles. Aquarius do well as the leader. We don't do well as followers. We do well as the leader or as the lone wolf. Those are the roles we play the best. So you will find a lot of Aquarius in positions of leadership, and often it's something that the Aquarius created. It's a business or something, or a mindset, or a nonprofit, or something that the Aquarius actually created. Independent. Aquarius are extremely independent. Yeah, that's true. We like doing things ourselves. We rarely like asking for help, even though sometimes we should. You know, sometimes we don't ask for help when we should. I've gotten over that in my lifetime. Life has humbled me enough that I've had to get over being hyper independent. But independence is something that we value. Hyper independence is a problem. Independent is good. You know, you should be able to take care of yourself for the most part, but nobody is an island. You know, even a hermit is dependent on somebody, somewhere, somehow. You know, somebody is making something happen that you benefit off of, you know. So that is true, but Aquarius are very independent. A lot of Aquarius I know live alone. There's a lot of them, a lot of Aquarius who live alone, even though some of them have relationships and still live alone. So very independent. Trustworthy. A high vibrational Aquarius is the most trustworthy person in the fucking room. I'm telling you right now. When I was a high school teacher, something happened one day, and it showed me this whole concept of being trustworthy, right? When I was a high school teacher, I was sitting in my classroom one day, and someone came and knocked on the door. A young man I had never seen before, never come across. It was a big high school. We had like 2,000 kids. So I had never come across this young man before. And he came to me and said, are you Queen, you know? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. What's up? Come on in. So he came into the room and he said, my mother gave me. Now, mind you, I work for an inner city, at this time, an inner city high school. So there was a lot of fighting. There was a lot of theft. There was a lot of criminal activity sometimes. Not all the time, but it was a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't have been going on. Because when you're dealing with inner city youth, inner city school, you know, you can imagine like the budget issues, all that played a part in this. So he came to me and he asked me if I was, who I am. And he asked me, he said, my mother gave me the money to pay for my senior dues. The seniors had to pay like $500 for their senior dues. And he was like, I'm afraid to carry that much money around because sometimes people would get mugged in the hallway or in the bathroom. This didn't happen a lot, but it happened, you know? So he said, I'm afraid to carry around this much money. And I might end up getting, robbed or I might lose it, And he was like, can you hold it for me? Right? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, this kid doesn't know me. Like, why is he coming to a teacher that you don't know? You sought out a teacher that you don't know. How many teachers did you pass that you do know? He had like 9 classes a day. So you passed 9 teachers that you actually do know, to come to a teacher that you don't know, has never taught you before, to ask for a favor, So I took the envelope and I said, okay, sure, and I put the money in my pocketbook, and later on he came back. So it was time for him to go pay the dues. They had to pay him during 7th period. So he came back and I gave him the money and I said, do you want me to take you up? Do you want me to walk you, on the elevator? Walk you to the elevator and take you up. Because we were on the 1st floor, we were going to the 2nd. And he said, no, I'm okay, I'm good, And he went upstairs and he gave the money. So I saw him the next day and I said to him, I'm very curious as to why you sought me out to hold your money. Why didn't you ask somebody? Why did you ask me? That's what I asked him. And he said, because everybody knows you can trust Queen. He said my actual name, but he was like, everybody knows that. And I was like, really? And he was like, according to the kids, you kind of crazy, but you're trustworthy and you'll look out. That's what he called it. You'll look out. I'll look out for them is what he meant. And I was sitting there like, oh, okay. Well, if you need anything else, knock on my door. And I walked away and went down the hall. But it was perplexing to me. I'm like, it's interesting. Like, people know that? Like, interesting. Like, amongst the kids, you know, that was what they were saying. Queen crazy, but she'll look out for you. So I had a reputation amongst that particular student body of being trustworthy. And I didn't even know that. I didn't know that at all until he told me. So I find that with a lot of Aquarius. I find that a lot of Aquarius are extremely trustworthy. Of course, it's the higher vibrational ones, because low vibrational Aquarius can't be trusted at all. I did a video about that. But those of us that have a higher vibration, we always try to do the right thing. We're not perfect or anything like that. I wouldn't make a crazy statement like that, but we try. Many of us try to do the right thing. Soft-spoken. Is the Aquarius soft-spoken? I'm not. I'm not. I'm the kind of Aquarius who doesn't say anything for real. So maybe you could call that soft-spoken. I play the back. I play back, you know, when it comes to humans. And if it's an interaction with people, I play back. I talk to the people that I know, and I kind of stay back, you know. I'm not like a Leo where I'm going to be outgoing, you know. I just kind of keep my energy back until I know people. And then once I know people, then I'm outgoing, you know. It's like I got to see, what am I working with? I got to see, do these people even deserve? Do they even deserve to hear what I have to say? You know, do they want to hear what I have to say? Is there something to say? You know, I observe those things first before I say something. So I wouldn't say soft-spoken. Maybe some Aquarius are, but that's how it works for me. Loyal. Aquarius are loyal. That's a very true statement. If an Aquarius is down for you, we are down for you. That is on period. We're not going to let nobody do nothing to you. We're not going to let nobody say anything about you. If somebody talks shit, we might punch them in their mouth for you. You know, Aquarius are very loyal. High vibrational Aquarius are very loyal. Rebellious. I think all Aquarius, regardless of their vibration, are rebellious. One thing about Aquarius, let me tell y'all something, and this is really important. The more you try to get an Aquarius to do something that we don't want to do, or not do something that we do want to do, the more the Aquarius is going to do it, because you're getting on my nerves, okay? I got this friend. My friend is a Libra. He's a young Libra, right? But for some reason, he always be trying to tell me what to do. Libras always think they can tell you what to do. I don't know what it is. So he always trying to tell me what to do. And I'll be looking at him like, boy, bye. So the other day, he said to me, I told him that I finally completed my Cabbage Patch Kid collection, which I did. I'm so happy about. There were certain dolls that I wanted, and I hunted down each and every one of those dolls from the 1980s and purchased them. They weren't expensive. It just was time consuming, you know. They were $20 here, $10 there, $30 there. You know, it's very inexpensive. But he feels as though I need to stop collecting dolls because he has a family member who was a hoarder. So he keeps comparing me to this family member. Now, mind you, this family member's home did not look like my apartment. This family member, he said at one point you couldn't even walk through the front door. My apartment does not look like that. There's plenty of open space. I make sure of that, you know. My toys are all on nice little shelves, you know. They're on the entertainment center. They're nice and, you know, placed. Everything is placed, you know. I don't do clutter. So because he has a family member that was a hoarder, he's afraid that I'm going to become like this family member, which I understand because that's a very caring thing to say to your friend. But it pisses me the fuck off every time I get something or I say something or anything about dolls and he makes a snide fucking comment. I'm like, pussy. I didn't want to cuss him out, but I don't, you know. I think sometimes I snap a little bit, but I try not to cuss him out. So the more he says this to me, the more shit I buy. He don't realize it. But every time he make a comment to me, I go to eBay and get a Squishmallow. You know, it's like, leave me alone. So the more you try to make an Aquarius do something, the more we will do the exact opposite, you know? And he doesn't know that. He doesn't know I buy a toy every time he tells me not to. Because he hasn't pieced it together yet. But that's how it is. Every time he do it. So Aquarius are very rebellious, and we're rebellious against authority. If you're my boss, or back in the day, one of my teachers, principals, something like that, you're going to get the business, man. I hate that. I hate people telling me what to do. I don't mind people suggesting. Giving me an idea. I love ideas. I love inspirations, you know. But commands or demands or nasty attitudes about it, oh no, that's not gonna work. Genuine. Aquarius, high vibrational. The high vibrational ones, we are genuine. If we tell you something, we're being honest about what we're saying. I remember I was going somewhere once. I was going somewhere with this dude, right? And me and this dude, he was my drinking buddy. He's my drinking buddy. And my drinking buddy, platonic, 100%, had a friend who was his other drinking buddy. But him and that drinking buddy had a little hanky-panky going on. You know what I'm saying? So that friend wasn't feeling me because she thought we had hanky-panky going on. But we didn't. So she said to him one day, we were all in the car together, and he said he wanted to go somewhere, and I said I couldn't go because I didn't have enough money, which I didn't. And she looked at him, and she was like, huh? And he was like, oh, that's how she is. You know, she's not being disingenuous. That's how she is. And it is how I am. But she couldn't comprehend that because that's not how she is, you know? So she thought I was fronting or just making it up that I didn't want to go because I didn't have any money. And he was like, that's just how she is. like I'm independent, and it's so exasperating for him. He's just like, oh, that's just how she is. And he's like, look here, queen, I'm paying for it. I'm treating, you're going, you know? So I'm like, okay. You know, but that was my natural reaction. And she was shocked that was my reaction, because in her mind, of course he was going to pay for it. What? Of course he is. But in my mind, it was like, I didn't even think about his money. I'm counting my money, you know? So, and she didn't think I was being genuine because of it. And he was like, no, that's just how she is. It is what it is. So Aquarius generally are genuine. Whatever we say, especially if we say something on the snap, that's how we feel. Shy. Some Aquarius are shy. I am shy until I warm up, like I said earlier. And I think some Aquarius are like this too. Once I warm up, I'm the life of the party. What are you talking about? But at first, I am quiet. I do play back. I do watch. And then when I see where I fit in, I go for it, you know? So we can be shy. And if I don't see where I fit in, then obviously I'm not going to go for it, you know? And people will think that you're shy if you're just sitting there not saying anything. But maybe you're just trying to see where you fit in. Unique. Aquarius are extremely unique, sometimes called eccentric. But we do our own thing. We're not afraid to be ourselves. You know, that uniqueness is an authenticity. It's an originality. We like being original. We like thinking of new ideas. We like that. So we are very unique in a lot of different ways. And that's why a lot of people are addicted to Aquarius, or they're very angry with us. I get a lot of people that's angry with an Aquarius. And when I get to the bottom of it, it's because the Aquarius was unique in their lives and then did not stay in their life, or didn't want to commit to being in their life, something like that. And a lot of people, men and women, are very angry at Aquarius and then come bitching at me. By the way, they come bitching at me in the comment section because they messed with some stank ass Aquarius, and the Aquarius was unique and rocked their world, and now they mad at me. I'm like, hello. That Aquarius might have been unique. They might have been fun. They might have been a lot of great things, but that person wasn't meant to be in your life. Don't be angry about it. Don't be bitter about it. You know, enjoy the time that you shared and move the fuck on. Like, what is wrong with you? And don't come on asking Aquarius yelling at me talking about how Aquarius is trash because your Aquarius didn't commit to you. Like, that's not fair. That's not fair to any of us, okay? But a lot of people fall in love with Aquarius or fall in infatuation or obsession with Aquarius because of that unique energy. You're not going to get any of those things. You're not going to get the same level from somebody else. Everybody's different. We're all creative in our own ways. So if you're around a person who's very unique, no, you're not going to meet another person like that. But you can meet another person who has creativity. Just move on and meet one of them. And lastly, brave. Are Aquarius brave? A lot of us are. A lot of us see ourselves in that way. We'll stand up for ourselves. A lot of Aquarius are activists. We'll stand up for other people. A lot of us are brave. Brave, like, Joan of Arc comes to mind. She wasn't in Aquarius, I don't think. I don't know what her sign was. But her energy reminds me of Aquarius. Very standing up for yourself, that kind of thing. One of my tarot cards in my numerology is the Knight of Cups. I often see myself with that vibration, especially in romances. I have that knight kind of energy, So a lot of us are brave and heroic in that kind of way. And most of it has to do with just standing up for what we believe in. All right, that's a good list, right? Most of those were right, or at least I could understand why somebody would say that. So let's take a look. Now we have 2 positive comments. This one is Marketing with William. Marketing with William said, honestly, I've questioned myself on this at times, thinking I might be too picky. Plus, I have the knowledge that I'm not at the full perfected level of existence yet myself. So why should I hold such strenuous judgment and pickiness? Any insight would be appreciated. First of all, you're never going to be perfect. So if you're waiting to get perfect, you're wasting your time. Perfection is a myth. It doesn't exist. Nothing in nature is perfect. Everything is flawed. Perfect is something that we try to aspire to, but you'll never be perfect. You can be close to your idea of perfection, and that's pretty much it. So first of all, let's go there. Second of all, are you too picky? I don't know. You might be too picky. I don't know you, but this is my thing, right? I feel like you should have what you want. So if you are unhappy with a person or a situation, I wouldn't even ask myself, should I hold strenuous judgment? I would ask myself, does this make me happy? If it makes you happy, then it's good enough. If it doesn't make you happy, it's not. I don't care what it is. So if you feel like you're being too picky and you're happy, keep being picky. Because clearly that means that you're picking right. Okay? So are you being too picky? I really don't know, because I would have to, see what situations you're dealing with. But I do know that when you're happy, you'll know it. You'll know it. So if I were you, I would just keep on being picky till I found what I wanted. I wouldn't expect to be perfect, and I wouldn't expect to find perfection. But you can find someone or manifest a situation that's perfect for you. It might not be perfect for everybody else. It might be, it might not be, quote, like I said, because nothing is perfect, but you can manifest something that's perfect for you. That's the thing. It's not about it being the greatest thing or the best thing or a 10 out of 10. Is it perfect for you? So I don't think that's being too picky. And also, there could be other reasons. If you really are too picky, it could be a self-fulfilling prophecy. It could be something that you're doing subconsciously on purpose. So I don't know exactly what it is, but also look at your psychology. Look and see, is it a reason? Like, for example, are you being too picky because you really want to be alone? Some people want to stay alone, but they don't want to accept that in themselves. They don't want to say that out loud. So they be too picky with everybody who comes across them. So they have the self-fulfilling prophecy of staying alone. And they can still say, it's not my fault. I tried to find somebody. I just didn't find nobody that was right for me. But it's like, did you really? Well, you're really looking, So you have to ask yourself some of these deep psychological questions. And that could help you. Okay? Now we're going to go to Brie Zavant. That's what it looks like, Brie Zavant. I was skeptical at first, but she is actually pretty cute. Inner child video. Oh, I did an inner child video where I unboxed a Magic Mixies Pixling. It was the first one I did. I've done like 4 videos where I unboxed a toy, and 3 of them were inner child exercises, and one of them was just a vintage toy that I found that I was just ecstatic about. But she's talking about the Magic Mixies Pixling. Her name was Flitta. Little cute doll named Flitta. I think she was about that big. And I did the whole little unboxing gimmick. It was so cute. And I was skeptical too, by the way. I really was. Because I was like, this is going to be corny. But it was corny, but it was fun. You know? And that's the whole point of the inner child exercise. To do something that is fun. You know? And she is cute. She's a little cute doll. She sits over there at my entertainment center with her sisters. I have 3 of them. Was that Flitta? Oh no, that wasn't Flitta I unboxed. It was Miranda and Unia. Now I remember I did 2. Same video, 2 different dolls. And they really are cute. Yeah, they're adorable. I love them. They are. Alright guys, it's time for us to get going. So you come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.